What if I told you that a young military captain, in one of Africa's poorest nations, turned his country's natural wealth into an $18 billion gold fortune, and promised to give it back to the people? This is the story of Ibrahim Traoré, and how he's rewriting the future of Burkina Faso. In September 2022, Captain Traoré led a coup that shocked the world. But he didn't speak of dictatorship or self-enrichment. He spoke of liberation, economic liberation. His mission? Take back control of Burkina Faso's vast gold reserves, which for decades had been dominated by foreign corporations and corrupt elites. Burkina Faso is one of Africa's top gold producers. Yet, most of its people remain trapped in poverty. That was about to change. Under Traoré's leadership, the country restructured its gold mining policies. He increased state ownership in major projects, forced renegotiation of unfair contracts, and restricted the unchecked export of unrefined gold. And just 2 years later, the results were staggering. $18 billion in national revenue, officially declared by the government. This wasn't just numbers on paper. It was a lifeline for a struggling nation. A young army captain, Ibrahim Traoré, took the stage. Not as a politician, not as a career general, but as a revolutionary with one mission: to give Burkina Faso back to its people. In September 2022, Traoré led a military coup that ousted the previous junta. But unlike others before him, he didn't make empty promises or declare himself a king. Instead, he pointed to the ground beneath their feet, to the gold in their soil, and said, "This will no longer be stolen." Section 1, the gold gamble begins. Under Traoré's leadership, the interim government took unprecedented steps. First, it reviewed every major foreign gold mining contract. Companies that had previously enjoyed massive profits with minimal returns to the state were told, renegotiate or leave. Second, the state increased its equity stakes in major mining operations. It also imposed stricter taxation policies, demanded more local hiring, and encouraged value addition within Burkina Faso, rather than exporting raw gold to be refined overseas. Third, smuggling crackdowns were launched. For years, gold was illegally moved across borders, draining billions from the national economy. Traoré's government deployed security forces to mining regions and border zones to tighten control. And the results? By 2025, just 3 years into Traoré's rule, Burkina Faso announced over $18 billion in gold revenue. Let that sink in, $18 billion. A record-breaking figure for a country whose GDP was around $17 billion in 2022. Section 2, where the money is going. Now the question everyone is asking, where is this gold money going? According to official statements, white heavy checkmark healthcare is receiving a major boost. New hospitals are being built. Existing clinics are being renovated. Medical supplies are being stocked after years of shortages. White heavy checkmark education is a priority. More schools are being constructed. Teacher salaries have increased. And children in rural areas, for the first time, are receiving free textbooks. White heavy checkmark national security is being reinforced. With insurgent threats in the north and east, gold revenue is helping pay for new equipment, better training, and improved morale among troops. White heavy checkmark infrastructure development is accelerating. Roads, electricity grids, and water access projects are underway, particularly in neglected regions. In towns like Kaya and Dori, people are starting to see real change. A mother in Ouahigouya said, "For the first time, I don't have to walk 10 kilometers to get my child vaccinated." Section 3, the shadow of skepticism, but not everyone is celebrating. While Traoré's gold reforms are hailed as bold and historic, critics warn of potential dangers. Civil society organizations are demanding transparency. Where are the audits? What's the breakdown of spending? Who is monitoring procurement? Corruption doesn't disappear overnight, and Burkina Faso's institutions are still fragile. Some worry that without proper checks, this wealth could be misused, embezzled, or spent inefficiently. There are also concerns about militarization of the economy, that too much of the gold money is going to defense, and not enough to the long-term needs of civilians. International watchdogs have urged the government to publish monthly or quarterly reports detailing exactly where each dollar is going. The response from Traoré's administration has been cautious, but firm. We are rebuilding a broken nation. We will provide transparency, but we will not compromise our security or sovereignty. Section 4, Historical Lessons. History provides harsh lessons. Think of the Ashanti Empire in modern-day Ghana, once fabulously wealthy because of gold, but torn apart by colonial invasions and internal conflict. Or Nigeria, rich in oil but plagued by corruption and mismanagement. Or Libya, where vast oil wealth could not stop the nation from falling into chaos. Natural resource wealth can be a blessing, or a curse. The key lies not just in extracting it, but in managing it with wisdom, accountability, and justice. Traoré says he understands this. He often references Thomas Sankara, the legendary Burkinabe revolutionary who also tried to break foreign dependence and empower the people. But Sankara was assassinated in 1987. Will Traoré survive long enough to finish what he started? Section 5, A People's Revolution. In marketplaces across Burkina Faso, people talk about Traoré's gold. For the first time, gold feels like something the people own. In rural villages, some refer to him as the Golden Captain. But even supporters know, the work has just begun. The challenges ahead are massive: ongoing terror threats in the north, climate pressures on agriculture, rising expectations from a young and frustrated population, geopolitical pressure from the West, wary of Traoré's independence and closeness to countries like Russia and Mali. Conclusion: the real test ahead. So what happens next? Will Ibrahim Traoré go down in history as the man who transformed Burkina Faso's destiny with gold? Or will he become just another name in Africa's long list of leaders who started with promise, and ended in disappointment? As of now, the signs are promising, but the road is uncertain. One thing is clear: Burkina Faso has the resources. It has the ambition. And under Ibrahim Traoré, it has a chance. A rare, golden chance. Whether this $18 billion is remembered as a turning point or a missed opportunity depends on what comes next, not just from the government, but from the people themselves. Because in every ounce of gold lies the weight of a nation's hope.